Our new fancy outfit. I gotta say he looks kind of better in this raincoat without his stupid backpack, even though the backpack was kinda indicating why he is able to carry things like bricks around, because yeah, sure. And the brick is shattered. I just lost a brick. Alright, what do we have here? We still didn't explore this room, and I don't even know why I'm exploring it. Bewitched Dome. The local legends may be more than mere superstition. A dozen witches were hanged on a huge apple tree that still grows near the cider mill. Among these documents is a confession. One of the witches said the devil himself granted them a book with words of power. This book hides itself from mortal eyes, waiting for the witches to be reborn and return to claim it. The witch who wrote this confession lived in eastern Reed Heights, somewhere north of the intersection of Communion Road and Museum Avenue. Could the book still be hidden in there? Right, so another evidence for another of these mystical tomes. I had a dream, so real, it still makes my hands shake. A huge Ferris wheel rose amidst the city. People got on and rode it higher and higher before jumping off at its peak. As the pile of corpses grew bigger, the crowd pushed me to the wheel, and then I saw a man with a leather bag. He was standing in the center of the wheel and reading from a book. His awful dirge was making the wheel rotate and dragging the crowd to their slaughter. Could this vision be real? I know there is a Ferris wheel at the park at the Western Old Grove, near the Century Ave and Beacon Street, but where could the book be? Is this all? Let's just check this one. This looks important. I boarded up windows and locked the door. They're just men, the Yellow Kings gang. They can't get here now. Now there's only me. Me and these nightmares. A little longer and I'll figure them out. But did you though? The Tomb of the Mayor. The fishermen talk of a place near the Blackfoot Manor, on the southern part of the Whispering Street, where meetings occur in the dead of the night. The locals don't like this part of eastern Grimhaven Bay because they seem to fear those who gather near the half-built ships. They say a certain book is read at these meetings, a cursed tome that makes people so crave the sea's touch that they go and drown in the ocean. The one reading the book stands on the cursed boat that sinks in the fog. Those who saw it touch the shore have either gone mad or disappeared. Spooky. Oh, there's another one. Oh my god, how many of these are there? Let's check. It took a lot of effort to track down this book. After being stolen from the Troglodyte Museum, it was bought by a local surgeon who was found dead in his house after the flood. I snuck in and checked out his place, but in vain. Still, there is somewhere else the tome may be. The private hospital in Western Reed Heights, where the surgeon worked, has been abandoned to the archives. Say it is on Bourbon Road, between Innsmouth Road and Oak Street. So are these all the roads? The books. I think so. So the whole purpose of this room is to give... This looks like a devil trap from Supernatural, if I see one. Why am I still wet? Like, his coat is still soaked. That's dumb. Like, you're in the building, why? No, never mind. So the sole purpose of this room was the books and books alone. What do we have here? Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors. You'll make you pay for any scratches you leave. Your landlord.
The door won't budge.
Alright. So let's try just go upstairs. See if there are any secrets to this motel yet. Oh. Ah. What a pile of garbage. Like, too many coincidences. This looks like a room of an investigator. That is not me for some reason. So the lighthouse is out. Several ships have gotten lost at the sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing, but now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring salvages to recover ships. He's turning a tidy profit from selling them. Can be coincidence. Need to look into it. Now, if only this city wasn't so impossible to navigate. Okay. So let me check. We have a casebook. And we have a lot of mystic tomes in here. And that's about it. As for the lore. Keep it down, nightmares. Alright. Give me this loot. Thank you. Alcohol and gunpowder. Why not? Alright. Nothing interesting in the bath. Who would fucking use this? Is there a blood on it or just a red paint? Why is everything so disgusting? I have so many questions. Anyway. So these two should be interactive. Yes. Oh my god, look. Creepy painting. I guess I will lose my sanity by looking at it, right? Maybe with my camera? This is like some reference to Call of Cthulhu and its pictures, because it certainly looks like it. And what's these things? Oh, it's just a part of the original tapestry, I guess. So except for this painting, we have nothing really going on in this room. So my guess is we will have to come back later. Flickering light, of course there is one. Maybe it really just is a reference, I don't know. Like exploring these old hotels. It's at least interesting.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
What noise?
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
But what if I'm into it? Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine, fine. Take what you wish.
Alright, letters from Oakmont. Sure, why not just throw a bunch of text for me to read? Because I've been moving more than 20 seconds at once. The city, no matter how badly the flood damaged it, has a natural appeal. I can't stop myself from walking even if... Can I like open it in a... No. I went to the eastern part of the Salvation Harbor, near the crossing of Fitz-Okahalan Street, and all just blah 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 it came. The feeling of loneliness and fear was immense. I was a woman, locked in a room, infected and slowly rotting. My body turned into something. It itched badly, and my face... I had to hold the skin with both hands to prevent it from growing until I suffocated. I ended up sitting on the road, crying, until some inspector kicked me and ordered me away. Okay. What a charming insurmounter there is kicking woman crying on the street. Like, how am I supposed to feel sorry for them? Visions are testing me, playing with my mind. My old forgotten fears come to life. When I was small, I was afraid to stay alone. I thought my parents would leave me and never come back. Today, I went to the eastern streets of Coverside, and the visions came on the corner of St. Elmo Lane and Kingsport Street. I felt I was alone, forgotten in a locked room, hungry and frightened. It was so scary to stay inside, but everything was much worse behind the door. Something scratched in the corridor, and there were terrifying screams from the outside. I could not run, I could not hide, I just waited for Mom to return. Mirrors, mirrors. I'm afraid someone stalks me. It started when I visited Western Advent and had a vision of the intersection and Purity Road and Oak Street. I saw a mirror full of reflections and someone trapped, trying in vain to escape. His expression of fear and panic shook me deeply. After that, a very tall and skinny man started following me in the distance. What troubles me is that I see him in the reflections, but have never caught a straight view of the stalker. I'm sure the police will mock me if I come asking for protection. Seems it's time to buy a good trustworthy gun and start to practice. Disgusting exaltation. No matter how different my visions may be, they are always so frightening. Today it was man. He left the house in Southern Old Grove on the Warwick Street, somewhere between Seaside and Hillside Streets. Our eyes met and I immediately felt the burning exaltation, a wild torrent of emotions. I saw him among the monstrosities, touching them, embracing, kissing. The vision was so intense I bent in two and threw up all my breakfast. Just like that, on the ground. Alright. He walked past saying something like, "Cursed newcomers," and I prayed he wouldn't stop to help. Even now, when I close my eyes, I see the creatures around this man. Call of the ocean. Tonight, the air forced me to leave the hotel. The putrid smell of rotting seaweed and fish made it hard to breathe. I remembered a huge apple tree and thought it may be nicer there. Moreover, I was afraid that the hotel owner would see my seizures. The visions occurred when I was a few blocks from the apple tree. Walking E. Brown Street in the center of shells, I felt like I was drowning. I ran forward, and when I passed the street of St. Michel's Church, I felt the water surrounding me, pressing, calling. I needed all my will to fight the desire to go to the mare and sink into its depths. Alright, please don't drown on me. Static in ears. I was walking the Lumber Street in Eastern Reed Heights when it happened again. It's not just a vision, but a noise, hissing radio static, growing louder and louder. Voices afar, we lost in it, crying desperately. I tried not to show how bad it was. I was afraid to reveal it to the locals. The images came after I passed Bullock Street towards Hillock Street. The hissing flooded my mind, and I saw a man surrounded by radios talking to them. He was dying, I felt it, and when it happened, the vision was gone. Voices from the pipes. Oh, I know this one. It was in the Red Dwarf. I'm afraid of the bathroom and kitchen sink. Each time I want to wash my hands, I tremble in fear. What if they all talk to me? Speaking after vision in Western Reed Heights, near the crossing of Avon Ward and Baker Street. Okay, we have a Baker Street here. Should play just the music. I saw a man, naked and covered in blood, in a room without doors or windows, surrounded by the dark holes of the pipes. He was cutting himself piece by piece, feeding those coppermouth. They were whispering with voices so sweet and promising, but full of hunger and hatred. How could he believe them? Could he even escape? And had they noticed me? From behind. I'm not going to make that comment. I can't help but turn around at any noise after what I saw yesterday. I walked down the Murdoch Avenue in Western Advent, and near Oak Street I was hit with an excruciating migraine. My nose started to bleed and the visions came. I saw one man writing a letter and another about to strike him from behind. Somehow I was both the spectator and the sitting man. But no matter how I cried out of warnings or tried to move, it didn't work. It seems I lost consciousness when the killer hit the man's head, and it took me several hours to get back to the hotel after. Terrible features. I think we have that trending reference in here. After the vision, I shake in fear and the sound of a child's cry. It happened in Western Reed Heights on Washington Street. I passed Avon Street and was heading towards Oak Street, but saw it. The thing was running so fast that I didn't even understand what it was. It jumped from the window, and the vision struck me immediately. I saw a man, a doctor, hiding in the room. He was writing something with a shaking hand, something like last will. And then I saw the thing stalking him, a fetus on thin pointy legs, with a little face full of evil and hatred. It's shrieking, I can't forget it. Are these supposed to be the things that I killed in the warehouse before I found the ape? Innsmounters notes. The local Innsmounters scare me a lot. I've never seen a place with so many ill people. Their faces pursue me even in visions. Recently, I was in the northern part of Grimhaven's Bay, walking down Whisper Street. I barely made it to Hubert Avenue when the vision came. I stood among many Innsmounters, disguised as one of them, and listened. Their leader read the story of a captain participating in pagan rites, copulating with savage witches and beasts, bringing sacrifices. I still remember his name, Obed. Lullaby Crossroad. Today I fell asleep on the street. I'm sure it's connected to my vision somehow, because I felt the same nausea and headache as before they strike. It happened in Coverside, near the corner of Tana Street on Old Church Road. I felt dizzy, and my mouth was full of bittersweet taste. I saw a woman with kind eyes giving me a drink and whispering something. Immediately after that I fell asleep and spent nearly half the day lying in the dirt like a hobo. It's a miracle no one stole anything from me. Pack of notes. The hotel owner allowed me to look through the weird notes he found in the rooms of disappeared newcomers. Among them I found several pages from the diary of a man describing his life in Oakmont. He suffered from visions and marked the places where they happened. Was he trying to avoid them? Maybe if I find these places I will have the visions of my own. I mean, that would be a point, right?
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Yeah, sure, whatever. If you are watching me, why can't I steal your belongings? That's my question, like, really. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Seriously. Why would you hang it there? And what is that even, like? Is it a crab spider? Boobies. I was reading under that thing the whole time and I didn't even know. For fuck's sake, now I'm creeped of this hotel. I hope I won't see these things alive around here. So, Devil's Reef, alright. So we have a fast travel mechanic in the phone booth, right? We have a half-eaten shark for some reason. Right, sure. The city really is sinking, like everything is a mess. And I don't know where I'm going. I should go back to the harbor, but I don't know. Infested area. Get out. Leave now. Alright. Hello, seagull. Can I go up? No, I cannot. Anyway, I'm getting kind of tired, so I will end the video here, but we will continue soon. At least I will have until now time to figure out what... I mean, no wonder the city is sinking if you have your fucking hydrants on. What was I saying? Yeah, I will continue this one. At least I will know by then what to do next. So, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the part 3.